and good evening from Lloyd Little Gym on the campus of Shelby High. Tonight, the Golden Lions of Shelby host the Kings Mountain Mountaineers, another SMAC conference matchup of Cleveland County rivals. And good to have you along this Friday evening. Our game of the week, Andy Foster, along with Kevin Hastings, Dan Greer. Under the weather, this frigid weat's put him out of action, Kevin.
I don't think he's sick at all, Andy. I think he is scared to come outside into the cold. But we're here inside the gym, nice and warm here at Shelby High School, getting ready for a big basketball game matchup between two teams. The first place Shelby Golden Lions in the 2A, 3A split conference here, and the third place Kings Mountain Mountaineers. Shelby 10-0 in the conference, 16-1 overall. Kings Mountain 7-3 in the conference, and 12-6 overall for the Mountaineers.
Shelby, of course, the number one ranked 2A team in the state of North Carolina, and they have been on quite a roll, Kevin.
Yeah, we've had a couple of games of the Golden Lions, and they've beat, of course, they're 16-1. Beat every team that we've had on the radio. We weren't here for the loss, right?
No, and that was early, back in December.
Early in the season, and as before we had got into it, state championship football, we were into that, and basketball has continued with success here, and they're looking to continue that success on the field here in the basketball world. As you said, the number one team in the state, and we've seen Kings Mountain before earlier in the season. Hadn't seen them in a couple of weeks. But they do got a pretty good squad and should give Shelby some trouble, Andy. Shelby's main weakness that I've seen, if they have any weakness, is they don't really have any big men per se, nothing down in the post. Taquan Hines does a great job on the boards. Gabe DeVoe actually leads the team in rebounding, so it's kind of hard to lead the team in scoring, assists, and rebounds all at the same time, but DeVoe does a good job of that. But Kings Mountain does have some power and some muscle down low, and I think they'll give Shelby a little bit of trouble here tonight.
Yeah, that muscle you talk about is James Tillman, who has had a great season for the Mountaineers, certainly an all-conference candidate, and he's going to be a key for Kings Mountain tonight.
Yes, he is. Tillman, a good basketball player. He was the star in the last game we had. I think we did them in Crest to start the season over at Kings Mountain High School. And and like you said, he played very well in that game, and we expect him to play well tonight. Good matchup between him and Hines. I'm excited to see the rebounding battle. Last week we were over at Burns for the Burns and Chase game, and freshman Malik Hamrick, Andy, he's probably close to my height, all of 5'8". Maybe he might be a little bit taller, 5'9", 5'10". He pulled down 20 rebounds by himself, the freshman point guard for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs were running with 3 point guards now with him, Montgomery, and Joe Wilson. So we saw quite a rebound performance from a point guard there, though. And last time we were here, I think DeVoe had 9 rebounds in his last game. So the point guards are doing the work on the boards here in Cleveland County.
They really are, and this Burns team putting it all together as we come down the stretch in the SMAC conference, and they're a team you really don't want to face down the stretch, Kevin.
If they get hard shooting, they can compete with anybody. I'm not going to say they can beat anyone. This Shelby team might be too much for them, but Burns, they can compete with the other teams in the conference. Kings Mountain, like I said, third place in the conference, looking to get into a tie with East Rutherford if the Cavaliers can fall tonight. I don't know who they're playing tonight, Andy. Do you know off the top of your head?
No, I don't have it.
I can find out real quick. East Rutherford tonight is playing. Well, that's not the schedule. 13-4, 8-2 in the conference. The Brad Levine-led Cavaliers. Let's see if I can get their schedule to pop up here for me on the World Wide Web. Folks listening on WHS 1390 AM tonight, welcome all of our listeners tonight. As always, the Cleveland County Game of the Week here in Cleveland County tonight. Kings Mountain Shelby. You can watch tonight's game, folks. Watch tonight's game and every Cleveland County Game of the Week during the regular season on ktcbroadcasting.com. And on your smartphones, if you have an iPhone or Android, just go search the Ustream. That's Ustream, the letter Ustream, and search that app and download it for free, and you can listen and watch on your phones the Cleveland County game of the week. Let's see, Burns, they're not playing tonight. Andy, actually, East Rutherford's got the night off. They will resume play the 24th at the Burns Bulldogs. That'll be their next chance for Kings Mountain to move up into that spot. They played last night in Arden, North Carolina at Veritas Christian Academy and won 59-46. Of course, non-conference action there for the Cavaliers. They resume against Burns the 24th. That is 28th, Tuesday.
This is the Cleveland Regional Medical Center pregame show, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and our players to watch after a 3-minute timeout on WOHS and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Former club members Denzel Washington and Jennifer Lopez for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future.
You can change a child's future. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
You can open doors for children to have great futures at the Boys and Girls Club of Cleveland County. Visit us at 412 West Sumter Street or at greatfutures.org.
Bundle it up. That's the way to save, and it's true with farm equipment too. That's why West End Sales in Vail has bundled up a 2013 35 horsepower diesel Coyote tractor with a loader and a 4-year warranty, plus a new equipment trailer and a new 6-foot box blade, all for $17,500, or get payments as low as $301 per month with zero money down. See West End for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18 274 intersection in Vail. Or for more information, go to westendsales.com.
Transportation Administration of Cleveland County and Cleveland County Transit would like to take this time to remind everyone that illegal drug use breaks hearts, homes, and lives. Please stay involved in your children's lives. Speak with your children about drug use and how it can destroy family dreams. Also, be sure your children and family members buckle up when they are in the car, and if the car is on, leave the phone alone.
The staff at TAC and CCT are glad to be celebrating our 25th year of service to Cleveland County.
The Big Three are ready for flu season. Come get your flu shots now at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, Falston Pharmacy in Falston, and Allen Drug in Stanley. They're your hometown pharmacy with no appointment necessary. So hurry in now and get ready for flu season. Get your flu shots now at Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street, Cherryville, the Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston, and Allen Drug Store on Main Street in Stanley, just below the woodshed.
Stamey Funeral Home, serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900. Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Falston. Our family serving your family.
At McKinney Salinas Power Sports, service is a top priority. Their fully trained staff all ride the products they offer to ensure that you get the best service possible. They have an 18,000 square foot facility filled with a huge selection of motorcycles, four-wheelers, jet skis, and more. On the water, street, or off-road, they do it all. McKinney Salinas Power Sports is your officially licensed Suzuki, Honda, and Kawasaki dealer. 4804 Wilkinson Boulevard. Call 704-824-2787 or online at mscycles.com.
Back at Lloyd Little Gym at Shelby High as we get ready for the Golden Lions and the Mountaineers in the girls game. Just concluded Kings Mountain, the winner over the Shelby Lady Lions, 39-33. And here is the Fire City Honda starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Kings Mountain Mountaineers, 7-3 in the SMAC, 12-6 overall. At guard, Josh Scherer and Chad Sanders. The forwards are Nelson McLean and James Tiltman, and the postman is Jacob Skidmore. For the Shelby Golden Lions, Gabe DeVoe, Darius Sweezy, Mondarius Black, Patrick Little, and Tyquan Hines. The Forest City Hondas starting lineups for tonight's game. And Kevin, time now for our Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory players to watch for tonight's game.
Players to watch for me tonight, I'm not going to go with the obvious Mr. DeVoe, but because I think it's going to be a big matchup down low. We talked a little bit earlier between Tyquan Hines and the center for Kings Mountain again, James Tillman. So Tillman and Hines tonight will be the big battle, and I think that whoever wins that, Andy, tonight and establishes themselves on the boards and in the paint is going to be might come out victorious tonight. Kings Mountain needs they need a lot to beat Shelby, but I think if Tillman can win that battle, that'd be a big key for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, but Tillman's certainly going to be a big key for the Mountaineers if they are to upset the Golden Lions here on Shelby's home floor. Coming up tomorrow here on WOHS, Carolina Trust Bank Sports Talk tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Then it's Florida State at Duke at 11 a.m. airtime with the Duke Network. Tomorrow night, the Bulls at the Bobcats. And then Sunday, Kevin, we've got Clemson at Carolina, that ACC Sunday night game.
And I'm sure Mr. DeVoe will be paying a little bit of attention to that next year. He'll be guarding Marcus Page instead of watching him on TV.
Well, that's correct. And it's going to be very interesting to see Gabe DeVoe on that next level, Kevin.
Yes, it will. It's always fun to watch local kids, especially on TV and in the ACC. Last year, we got a little chance to see Terry Wisnett Jr. from Cherryville play for Florida State, although this year he has transferred to East Carolina, so won't be seeing him this year, but it's always fun to see the local teams, especially in the ACC or SEC or some of these bigger conferences.
Starting lineups will be introduced for the fans in attendance tonight. Not quite as big a crowds as we had for the Burns and Crest games here, Kevin.
And that's what's bad about it. Kings Mountain's probably a better team than them and Crest really close, but I think they're a better team than Burns. But this place during those games were just absolutely packed. The Crest game, it was too deep on the baseline, and you never see that. I don't know if the fire marshal was in the house that night, but I think they got away with sneaking a couple extra heads in the stadium that night, because the walkways you can see just in the stands, folks. I don't know if you folks watching at home see those steps and those walkways.
That's right.
They weren't available during the Crest game.
Well, that's for sure.
Because I tried to run a soft drink to Andre, and I just had to pass it up through the crowd.
Kevin, after tonight, we've got 3 weeks left in the regular season, and we got 3 good ones the rest of the way. Kings Mountain at Crest next Friday. 2 weeks from tonight, East Rutherford at Crest. And then we wrap it up with Shelby at Crest on February 14th, the regular season finale.
Right. Only been to Crest, I think, once this year until then, and then we finished with 3 straight at the Chargers and Ed Peeler Gymnasium. And we'll be ready for that as the Shelby Golden Lions are coming out with their starting lineups right now.
We talked about Tillman and Hines underneath. I think it's really going to be important for Kings Mountain guard to try to control the tempo tonight, Kevin.
Absolutely. Shelby, and folks, and I played on this court against Shelby and some mighty big rivalries between Cherryville and Shelby back in the day around the 2000 years in the late 90s. And we had some battles here, and one key thing at Shelby is that they let the kids play, per se, to where you're going to get hacked. I've never been, every game that I ever played at Shelby, I came out with whelps on my arms because at some point the referees just can't call a foul every single play down the court. And Shelby exposes that by the press and by putting the pressure on Kings Mountain. These teams that, if you can't handle the press, have been blown out by Shelby, just to say the least. If you're going to turn the ball over and throw it to the goal lines, it's going to be a dunk fest all night. Speaking of dunk fest, you can go online after each game the next day, and you can see replays of tonight's game on youtube.com/whatsupshopper. Got a really sweet replay of the last game we did here, Andy, when Hines called a alley-oop off the backboard. You guys can go online and watch that. We got that cut out for you specifically. But you can go on and watch all the other games. Anytime we get a really good play like that, we like to highlight it. But for the most part, it's most of the games, and you can go on and watch it. Of course, photos are always on our What's Up Shopper Facebook page, so you can see photos of games on What's Up Shopper Facebook.
Ready to get it underway as we'll jump it up at center court, and it is picked up in the back court by the Mountaineers. Kings Mountain now front court. Down on the baseline, cut off is McLean, and it goes back out front to Scherer. Scherer, the quarterback for this team. Underneath, shot up and in, off the glass for Skidmore. One of the Kings Mountain big men underneath, 2-0 Mountaineers. Black front court for Shelby. Comes into the lane, dishes it back out front. There's the three-pointer right side, no good. Rebound, Golden Lions. Black with it. Black in the lane, shovels it up, no good. Rebound, Mountaineers. Skidmore off to Scherer, and he'll bring it front court. Scherer down the lane, layup, good. 4-0 Mountaineers.
He came to play real quick. Good start by the Mountaineers.
Here is Gabe DeVoe front court for Shelby. Working out front against Scherer. Comes into the lane and floats it up. Good. You talk about a variety of shots. Gabe DeVoe has them. 4-2 Kings Mountain.
Very good, smooth player.
Jump shot right side for the Mountaineers. Good. That's McLean. 6-2 Mountaineers. Kings Mountain came to play tonight. Up 4 here early. 6.5 to play first quarter. Black front court for the Golden Lions. Hands it off to DeVoe. DeVoe gets it off to Little. Back of the circle to Little. He gets it back. Goes left side to Sweezy. Ball knocked away, picked up by DeVoe in the left corner. DeVoe moves it back out front. Now Gabe goes cross court in the corner. A three-pointer, no good by Black, and the rebound to the Mountaineers. Kings Mountain double teamed in the backcourt. And the ball knocked away at midcourt by Hines of the Lions. It's Kings Mountain basketball.
There's that press from Shelby, Andy, as they get up on it. And it's not really meant to turn it over. It's meant to make Kings Mountain work and then maybe force a hurried shot as opposed to getting into their offense, running an actual play.
Mountaineers front court against the press. In the lane, shot no good. Ball knocked around, tipped out, picked up by Scherer. Scherer, right of the circle on the dribble. Gets it off to Tillman. Ball loose in the lane and picked up by Shelby. Here's Black on the break, brings it front court. Gets it underneath to Jones. Underneath to Little, his shot won't go. Rebound picked up by the Mountaineers. Scherer brings it front court. Down the lane. Gets it underneath. Ball lost and recovered by Shelby. Here's DeVoe. Jumper left of the circle. Good. Three-pointer. 6-5. Shelby within one on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And in the backcourt, a turnover. Scherer steps out of bounds with it.
Pressure D by Mondarius Black causes the turnover for the Mountaineers. That's 3 turnovers so far for Kings Mountain.
Shelby with the basketball, down 1, inbounded to DeVoe at midcourt. Gabe out on the right wing. In the corner it goes to Sweezy, to DeVoe. Again out on the right wing in the corner. Three-pointer won't go for the Lions, and on the rebound, got a foul on Shelby, and I believe it's on Patrick Little. His first foul, first team foul.
22 entering the game now for the Shelby Golden Lions. That's Raekwon Washington.
Kings Mountain gets a press. Tillman lays it up, won't go. Rebound tipped in the lane, followed up and in. And that is Chad Sanders with the basket. He's in for the Mountaineers, and it's 8-5 Kings Mountain. DeVoe, long three-pointer, left side, won't go. Rebound tipped out. Black's got it. Dishes it underneath. Shot won't go, but a foul on Kings Mountain.
DeVoe now 2 for 3, 5 points on the night. 1 for 2 from the three-point line. He's got all of Shelby's points, actually, as it's 8-5 Kings Mountain over DeVoe.
Raekwon Washington on the line. Free throw, no good. Here comes R.J. George in for Shelby. One more for Washington. It's good. 8-6 Mountaineers. 3:57 left first quarter. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Scherer with it in the backcourt against pressure. Still in the backcourt, and they get it front court to Tillman. Tillman drives, lays it up and in. 10-6 Mountaineers.
Good job by Tillman attacking the middle of that 1-2-2 press from Shelby. That's what you got to do.
Shelby front court, DeVoe, three-pointer, left side, spins out, rebound. Black gets it underneath. George misses the layup. Mountaineers with the rebound. Tillman clears the boards. Kings Mountain on the break, and the ball blocked. Sanders went in for the layup, and a great block there by Raekwon Washington.
Yes, it was. Thought they might call it foul there. Couldn't quite tell what happened. It sounded like hand. I'll tell you that much.
Inbounds play by Scherer. Gets it into Sanders, back to Scherer, and Scherer pushed out front. Fouls on Quayshawn Jones.
That is his first foul.
And back in for the Golden Lions, Tyquan Hines.
Has he been in at all?
Yeah, he started but didn't play long.
Okay.
He went to the bench pretty quickly.
Yeah, he did. He must have done something to get in the doghouse.
Kings Mountain with the basketball. Sanders to Tillman, open for a three. Back of the circle, won't go. Rebound, Golden Lions. George clears the boards. Off to DeVoe. Less than 3 minutes to play first quarter. DeVoe down the lane. Tried to get it underneath, and it's lost out of bounds. I don't think Washington was ready for the pass.
No, he wasn't. Slick pass by DeVoe. Kind of forced. Don't know. Once you penetrate that deep, it's kind of hard to complete those passes that quick.
Kings Mountain working against Shelby. Pressure ball tipped out of bounds by the Golden Lions. Kings Mountain basketball at side court in front of the Mountaineer bench. Into Scherer. Scherer double teamed at midcourt. Gets it to Sanders. Sanders tried to get it back out front. Scherer knocked out of bounds by Shelby. Kings Mountain basketball near midcourt.
Kings Mountain's big men have to quit bringing Shelby's big men to the press. The point guard would have all the room in the world if the big men would stay out of his way, and that they're causing more congestion than there needs be. R.J. George just call any one of the four reaches he just did.
Shot, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Hines for Shelby off to Black. Black, back of the circle, comes down the lane, scoops it up and in. 10-8, Mountaineer lead 2 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard with 2:07 left in the first quarter. Double teamed at midcourt as Sanders gets it off to Cher. And we got a Kings Mountain timeout. 2:01 left, first quarter, Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. It's Kings Mountain 10, Shelby 8, and back in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby. Through the years, I've seen a lot of trophies and plaques, and none appear nicer than those which come from Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies. Their guarantee is not just a guarantee, but a promise for courteous service, the absolute lowest price, quality products, on-time delivery, and most of all, your satisfaction. Awards for all occasions plus rubber stamps and engraving. That's Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby.
2:01 left in the first quarter. Kings Mountain 10, Shelby 8 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Mountaineer basketball at midcourt. Cher working against Shelby pressure. Shelby looking to double team off to Tillman front court. Sanders with it. Out front to Cher. Cher cut off, gets it to Tillman. Tillman down the lane and a foul on the Golden Lions.
Thought they was going to call a travel there. It looked like he kind of drug his back foot. They're going to call a blocking foul. On the defense, looks like number 24, Hines, there with his first foul.
Kings Mountain basketball left baseline. Into Sanders, comes down the baseline, scoops it up and in.
Sweet little floater there down the baseline after the pump fake.
Actually, McLean with the basket, not Sanders. 12-8 Mountaineers. DeVoe front court for Shelby. Goes right side to Sweezy. The jumper good. A three-pointer. 12-11 Mountaineer lead 1. 1:10 left first quarter. Cher gets it front court to Tillman. Again against Shelby pressure. Tillman will set up the offense. Flip it left side to McLean. Comes down the lane, knocked away, and recovered by Shelby. And pressured on the baseline was Black, and he knocked it off of Kings Mountain out of bounds. Shelby basketball.
51.7 seconds. Mountaineers lead the Lions in the first quarter, 12-11.
Gabe DeVoe, front court for Shelby. Goes left side to Little, back to DeVoe. DeVoe flips it left side to Sweezy. His three-pointer off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound Mountaineers. Sanders with the basketball to McLean, back of the circle. Left side to Sanders. Sanders to Tillman, back of the circle. 21 seconds, first quarter. Tillman in the lane, cut off. Back out front to Sanders to Cher. Cher comes down the lane, lays it up, won't go. Rebound Hines for Shelby to Black. 10 seconds, first quarter. Black, right side to DeVoe, open for three. It's in there. And Shelby takes the lead 14-12, and that's the score at the end of the first quarter. Shelby 14, Kings Mountain 12. On the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, back with the second quarter in a minute.
We all hear about how good the barbecue is in Lexington, Greensboro, and in eastern North Carolina. But here in Cleveland County, we all know that the best barbecue is here. At Austin Bridges Barbecue, Kent and Linda Bridges and their family make sure the staple of their restaurant is the best barbecue. Your choice, pork, beef, or chicken, plus delicious sides, such as slaw, beans, fries, and hush puppies. The best since Alston and Mabel opened in 1955. Austin Bridges Barbecue, 620 Grover Street, right here in Shelby.
Yes, Cleveland County, you do have a Train dealer. From Kings Mountain to Polkville, from Lawndale to Bellwood, from Falston to Earl, Roland Black Heating and Air will be there for you. They're only a phone call away at 704-865-1375. In minutes, a comfort specialist will be at your door for your heating or cooling needs. Yes, it's hard to stop a train. Again, call Roland Black Heating and Cooling at 704-865-1375. Your hometown train dealer for over 36 years.
Corner to Little. Little throws it away on the baseline. Kings Mountain with the basketball. Mountaineers get it front court. Cher on the right wing comes into the lane, tried to scoop it up, and it's out of bounds off Gabe DeVoe.
And Cher tried to do a wraparound pass, hit DeVoe in the back, bounced right off his back. Inbound pass for three. Good.
Great shot out of the corner from McLean. And Kings Mountain back in front, 15-14 over Shelby.
McLean has 7 points on the night so far.
DeVoe front court, underneath the Black. Black to Hines, his layup in and out, no good. Kings Mountain with the rebound, Tillman. Gets it off to Sanders. Off to Cher. Cher in the lane. A floater from 12, no good. And on the rebound, foul called on Tillman, I believe.
Yep. Over the back or pushing the back on Tillman. It's only his first foul, so no big deal for Kings Mountain fans yet. Little complain. You'll hear a couple of boo birds in the house. 15-14, though. Kings Mountain still with the lead.
Patrick Little, front court for Shelby. Left side to Sweezy. In the lane to Little. He comes down the lane, has it knocked away and out of bounds. Still Shelby basketball. 6:49 left first half. Shelby on the inbounds play, left baseline. In the corner comes Black down the baseline, and he lays it up and in.
Black's got 4 points now in the game.
Shelby back out in front, 16-15. Scherer, front court for the Mountaineers. Underneath the Skidmore, tried to lay it up. No good, but he's fouled. And Skidmore, smart play, just went right into the body of Hines.
Yes, he did. Hines on his left hip. Skidmore took the ball and turned right into it and swung around, and Hines' arms just caught him all up in it. And that's Hines' second foul of the game here, early second quarter, and he may be coming out soon.
Skidmore's free throw, good. 16 all on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Hines does go to the bench.
Raekwon
Washington back in, and one more for Skidmore. It's good. 17-16. Mountaineers, Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 6:25 left in the first half. DeVoe front court. For Shelby, puts up a long three. Looked like it might have been partially blocked.
I think he was fouled and wanted the foul.
Here comes Cher down the lane, misses shot. Ball loose, Skidmore puts it up and in. And Skidmore, a good first half for the Mountaineers.
Yes, he has. He's got 6 points now and 3 rebounds in the first half.
19-16 Mountaineers.
Ooh, that's a cheap one on Tillman. He did not want that foul, Andy. I mean, that's just, as a coach, you just got to shake your head when your best player makes a, I won't call it a foolish play, but you don't want your best player committing a foul 35 feet away from the basket on a reach-in.
Reaching in against Black.
That's his second.
Shelby.
Our two players to watch, Andy, our Jam and J players to watch, both now at 2,000 on the bench.
Another miss out front by Gabe DeVoe. Rebound Mountaineers. Kings Mountain front court. Layup won't go by Sanders. Shelby with the rebound. Ball loose on the baseline, recovered by Sweezy. Off to DeVoe. DeVoe gets it underneath. And on the basket, I believe, was Jones. Is that right, Kevin?
Number 12.
Yep. 19-18 Mountaineers. Kings Mountain front court. Three-pointer out of the corner. An air ball for McLean. Ball's out of bounds. Shelby basketball.
was about to say that's the shot you want, but McLean had missed it by 4 feet. I mean, he's been hot. He's hit 3 jumpers already.
Shelby with the basketball, down 1 with 5:07 to play in the first half. DeVoe out on the left wing. Gets it in the corner to Sweezy. Three-pointer will not go. Mountaineers with a rebound. Kings Mountain controlling the defensive board. Mountaineers front court. Scher open for 3. Missed everything. Sweezy rebounds for Shelby off to Black. Black behind the back dribble comes into the lane. Ball loose on the floor, recovered by Black. Off to DeVoe. DeVoe cross court pass. Three-pointer out of the corner is good for Jones. And Shelby leads by 2, 21-19. Kings Mountain front court, 4:20 to play first half.
It's DeVoe's 3rd assist of the game. In the games that we've done, he's averaged about 5 or 6 in the games. Three-pointer, Tillman, no good. Rebound, DeVoe.
DeVoe gets it front court. Back to DeVoe, and DeVoe drives underneath and is fouled.
3rd foul on Tillman. Now put DeVoe at the line. So Skidmore's going to have to come in, Andy, and hold it down low with Tillman going out. But that's not too much to ask for him so far tonight. He's got 6 points and 3 boards. Gabe DeVoe at the free throw line for 2.
DeVoe puts it up, and it's good. 22-19, Shelby by 3, their biggest lead of the night.
Skidmore in for Tillman. R.J. George in for number 14, Darius Sweezy.
One more coming for DeVoe. It's good. 23-19, Shelby. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 3:59 left first half. Adams for Kings Mountain gets it to Skidmore. Back to Adams. Left side to Sanders. And we got a reach in on Sanders. Raekwon Washington.
Yep.
Not yet in the 1-and-1 Kings Mountain. Mountaineers will get it out of bounds at side court.
Play against these Golden Lions, you have to be able to dribble and take punishment. It's almost like being a running back, just bouncing off blockers. I mean, there's 1 foul, 2 fouls. I mean, you can count the fouls on about every play, and it's just you can't call it every play. There's a foul there. I think that was 12, or was that 22? That's 22. That's Washington's second there, Andy.
And Adams driving into the lane, got fouled. He'll go to the line, the left-hander, with 2 free throw good. 23-20 Shelby. Back in for the Golden Lions, Patrick Little. Washington will go to the bench. One more for Adams. Up and in. 23-21 Shelby. 3:35 to play in the first half. DeVoe underneath the Black. Black dishes it left side for the basket.
R.J. George.
George only about 5'10", but plays much bigger.
We had a power forward about that size, Andy, in my senior year, and if he pump faked once a game, he pump faked 50 times a game as George knocks the 3 down.
26-21, Shelby by 5 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Mountaineers lose it out of bounds against pressure, and Shelby beginning slowly but surely to take control of this game. 5
turnovers so far for Kings Mountain as a reach-in foul, loose ball. Kings Mountain almost stole that ball. Number foul there on number 11 for the Mountaineers.
Last Thursday, Crest had some success taking the ball away from DeVoe.
Yes, they did, and put some pressure on DeVoe. DeVoe's not a lot of kids will not put pressure on a player that's that good, but when you put pressure on him and trust your defense, it's what you got to do as the opposing point guard, no matter how good the guy you're playing against. DeVoe misses. Rebound 33, Kings Mountain.
Ball knocked loose in the backcourt. A lot of contact. Shelby with the basketball and a foul on the Mountaineers. And how did you miss that foul out in the open court, Kevin?
I don't know. I'm telling you, playing at Shelby, Andy, you can't expect any help. Let me put it that way. You can't expect to get a call. You can't expect, the calls to even be close your way.
George on the line, puts it up and in. 27-21, Golden Lions. One more coming for George.
Doesn't he throw the ball right-handed?
Yes, he does.
He just shot his free throws left-handed.
27-21, Shelby. 2:50 left in the first half. Mountaineers front court. In the lane, layup, good, and a foul as Chad Sanders came right down the middle and laid it in and got fouled.
Sanders now with 4 points. That was on number 12, his second foul. So Shelby's got 1, 2, 3 players with 2 fouls. Kings Mountain's Tillman's got 3.
Free throw won't go for Sanders. DeVoe rebounds for the Golden Lions. And Gabe will bring it front court. DeVoe, top of the circle, tried to get it left side, knocked away, but recovered by Shelby. Out front to Black. On the baseline, a travel.
Yep.
On Little.
Caught the ball and ran before he took a dribble.
Kings Mountain basketball. Thunderbird now in the game for the Mountaineers. In the backcourt, gets it off to Scherer, who brings it across the timeline. In the corner to McLean. To Thunderbird, left side to Sanders. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound tipped out. Picked up by Scherer. Scherer comes down the baseline, dishes it off to Thunderbird. Open for three. In and out, no good. Kings Mountain with a rebound. Scherer with it. Backs up on it. In underneath the Thunderbird. Thunderbird's basket won't go. Tipped up, no good. And George rebounds for the Golden Lions. 1:42 to play first half. Black across the timeline for Shelby. Black dribbles left of the circle, comes into the lane, has it knocked away. And it's off of the Mountaineers. 1:30 to play first half. Kings Mountain on the inbounds play, right baseline. Black gets it underneath to DeVoe, missed the layup. Ball out of bounds off of Shelby. Gabe DeVoe has missed more shots in this game than I have seen in some time.
Something just happened. Somebody just got teed up. 1-0, Gabe DeVoe with the technical. So technical foul on DeVoe. Coach Holyfield's asking what's going on. Yeah, I didn't see it either. I was looking down at the stat sheet. Number 00 will go to the line for the Mountaineers on the technical foul on DeVoe.
Cameron Bullock at the line for the Mountaineers.
He can't stand right there, can he?
I don't think so.
I thought you had to stand back at half court.
Gabe is standing right behind the shooter. Bullock puts the next one up and in.
Bullock didn't care.
Nope. He apparently is their designated shooter, Kevin.
You was talking about DeVoe. He's 3 for 9 on the night tonight, Andy.
Inbounded to Scherer and almost got fouled again by DeVoe. There's a layup, no good. Skidmore missed on the follow, and Shelby with the basketball. 1:14 first half. DeVoe coming down the lane, and a reach in on the Mountaineers. Gabe DeVoe will go to the free throw line.
Shelby up 2, 1:10 to play, second quarter. Number 30 enters the game for the first time tonight for Mr. Skidmore. Skidmore, he's got his second foul of the night too. So the big men for Kings Mountain, we talked about that was the key coming into this game. They're in foul trouble, Andy.
Xavier Johnson in the lineup, and the free throw for DeVoe rolls and goes.
DeVoe is 3 for 3 from the line. Taquan Hines enters the game now for R.J. George.
One more coming for Gabe DeVoe. The Shelby senior headed to Clemson University. Free throw up, around, and in. Shelby by 4, 29-25. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 1:08 to play first half. Kings Mountain still in the backcourt. Thunderberg gets it across the timeline. Off to Scher. Scher with it out front. Comes down on the baseline. Puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. Is that DeVoe?
I couldn't tell if it was on him or 23. If this was the NBA, they'd call it on 23.
Yeah.
We'll see who they put up on the board. 10, it is on DeVoe. That's Gabe's second, counting the technical.
Scher will shoot 2. Free throw around and in.
I'm going to tell you about Scher. He has impressed me tonight, Andy, with his ball handling and composure with the press of Shelby. I mean, he's made some very beautiful and very hard dribbles tonight to get out of pressure. I'm very impressed with his ball handling tonight. Good free throw there. That gives him 4 points and cuts the lead to 2.
29-27 Shelby. DeVoe front court with 44 seconds to play first half. DeVoe, three-pointer, no good, long rebound. Picked up by Scher. He'll come front court for the Mountaineers. Scher has it knocked away. DeVoe with the basketball. Gabe dishes it to Black, and a charge on Shelby.
That's going to be on DeVoe.
Gabe DeVoe ran over a Mountaineer.
It's his third foul. 3 fouls on DeVoe and 2 fouls on 3 other lines. 27 seconds left in the half. Kings Mountain with a chance. They'll probably try to hold it for 1 here. Chance to tie or take the lead. Shelby in the press. They got him beat. I've been waiting on him to do that all night.
Layup missed by Sanders. Rebound, Golden Lions. And Sweezy is fouled before the shot out front.
Good call. Fouled on the bump, took a couple extra steps. This isn't the NBA, and you get to call a foul, take 10 steps, and do whatever you want.
Yeah, no continuation here.
2-point lead for the Golden Lions, 12 seconds to play. That foul on number 22, he's got 2 fouls. He'll come out of the game for the rest of the half, make sure he don't get his third. Coach is running out of people to put in the game with less than 2 fouls.
Darius Sweezy, 1-1. Free throw up, it is no good. Mountaineers with the rebound. 10 seconds to play, first half. Kings Mountain throws it away. Hines gets it off to Little, to Black at the buzzer. Three-pointer won't go. And at halftime on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, we've got a good one. Shelby Golden Lions 29 and the Kings Mountain Mountaineers 27.
When accidents happen, it's reassuring to know that quick expert care is nearby. Carolina's Healthcare Urgent Care Shelby is now open and is staffed with experienced physicians, mid-level providers, nurses, and support personnel equipped with on-site laboratory and x-ray services. So keep our new location and contact information close by for immediate access to the region's preferred healthcare and largest physicians network. Carolina's Healthcare Urgent Care, 1010 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
Shelby Savings Bank.
It's just better here.
With local decisions,
Better.
flexibility, and knowing how to treat people,
It's just better. Better.
It's just better here.
we're here to help our neighbors do better.
It's just better here.
With our best deal mortgage guarantee,
It's just better. Better. Better.
Better here.
great products,
It's just better here.
and 2 convenient locations.
It's just.
It's just better here.
Now more than ever, Shelby Savings Bank. It's just better here. Member FDIC.
Here's a special money-saving message from Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs. If you use petroleum products, you should consider a generic brand. Major brands charge premium rates covering national advertising and promotions. Good generic brand packages their own products and meets manufacturer specifications, and they can sell at a lower price because of lower overhead. Our generic brands include Wolfhead, Coastal, AutoGuard, and Lubriguard. Buy these brands and you cut your costs. See Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive, Patterson Springs.
Here, lizard, lizard, lizard.
Oh no, it's total mayhem.
Hurry, call your good neighbor.
You can't. They're not even there.
Why, they can't even lend a good hand. Oh. Relax. At Pregame Insurance, we've got you covered. Pregame Insurance Agency, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and in the Town and Country Shopping Center in Lincoln. Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain has America's top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade, the Kubota BX Series. And now you can save big with this special offer from Kubota and Parker Farm Service. Now you can buy the new Kubota BX Series tractor for zero money down, 0% APR financing for 60 months. But that's not all. You get a $500 customer instant rebate. Find out all the details at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Oak Grove, Highway 74 Bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
Since 1947, Harris Funeral Home has been serving the citizens in Kings Mountain and Cleveland and Gaston counties. They take this time to salute the local sports programs, and they take pride in their community. For your pre-arrangement needs, call Harris Funeral Home and talk with Ronnie Hawkins, James Eric Wright, or Bradley Ellis. They'll be more than happy to sit down and help you with your needs. Just call 704-739-2591 for Harris Funeral Home, located at 108 South Piedmont Avenue in Kings Mountain.
Where are you eating breakfast today? Have you tried the Hub Cafe located inside Medical Arts Pharmacy? The Hub opens at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. on Saturday, serving an old-fashioned country breakfast at affordable prices. You'll find homemade biscuits, bacon, country sausage, country ham, liver mush, eggs, omelets, all cooked to order on the grill. Call 487-0511 or come on into the Hub Cafe for a delicious country breakfast located inside Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street, Shelby.
Your number one choice for drain service in Cleveland County is Drain Cleaners of Shelby. From slow to clogged drains to sewer odors to moving or installing a drain or even adding a drain, see Drain Cleaners of Shelby with state-of-the-art inspection cameras, locating equipment, and high-pressure jetters. From residential to commercial, just call 1-800-440-CLOG for a free estimate. They'll make sure your drains are actually draining. That's Drain Cleaners of Shelby.
You can go ahead on the line.
Underway in the third quarter. 29-27 Shelby.
Ooh, foul on Skidmore, and it looked like he got all ball in that one.
Free throws for the Shelby Golden Lions. Darius Sweezy on the line. Just underway, third quarter. Shelby up 2. Sweezy's free throw, no good off the front of the rim. Our halftime stats tonight brought to you by Blanton Cars. Next free throw won't go. Skidmore rebounds for the Mountaineers. Skidmore, the tallest player on the court at 6'6". Kings Mountain front court. Down the lane, shot blocked.
They call it jump ball. I don't know about that. That gives Shelby the ball. That's not a jump ball. That's a block. I'm gonna give Hines credit for the block actually on the stat sheet. That's what a block is right there, folks.
Gabe DeVoe front court for Shelby to Black underneath the Hines. Turn around, bank shot off the glass. Good. And we got a timeout.
Oh, he's thinking about teeing up DeVoe again. They're going to call a delay of game. I think he touched the ball. They're going to go talk it over. I'm guessing that's what that is. Delay of game. He touched the ball after the made basket.
31-27, Golden Lions. 7:06 left third quarter on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard.
DeVoe just looks lethargic out there, Andy.
Yeah,
like he's not into it.
Really sluggish.
I think he's upset with some of the calls.
Kings Mountain front court and a turnover, a double dribble called on Sean Adams.
Don't see that much.
Yeah, very rarely called anymore, Kevin.
Kings Mountain had 2 possessions here in the second half so far, Andy, and they've turned it over twice.
Gabe DeVoe gets the inbounds pass. Comes across the timeline. Left side to Little, comes down the baseline, lays it up and in, and Shelby up 6, 33-27. And the Lions with a steal on the press. Little lays it up, no good, but he's fouled. And Shelby has really turned up the heat a little bit here in the third quarter.
Kings Mountain, I'm guessing they talked about pressing in the locker rooms, is that they didn't come out, they didn't take any free throws. Shelby didn't at halftime. But Kings Mountain is just mental mistakes is what's going to cost them in this game with the press and the pressure that the Golden Lions are going to put on him. Made free throw there, number 23.
Patrick Little will have another one. Up and in. Shelby by 8, their biggest lead of the ball game, 35-27, 6:30 to play in the third quarter. Mountaineers get it front court. Three-pointer left side, no good by Funderburk. Rebound for the Golden Lions. And the dunk missed by Sweezy. Rebound Mountaineers. Kings Mountain front court. All the way under. Scherer has it knocked away. Stolen back by Scherer, and he puts it up and in. 35-29 Golden Lions. Black front court for Shelby to DeVoe. DeVoe down the lane. A runner won't go. Rebound Kings Mountain. Mountaineers on the break. Ball knocked loose. Saved into the Mountaineers, and the layup is in for Sanders.
What a wild play there. It's like 3 turnovers in 4 seconds. You ought to see my stat sheet over here.
35-31. Mountaineers back within 4. DeVoe down the lane. The runner won't go. Kings Mountain another rebound. Gabe DeVoe really off tonight. 3-pointer out of the corner for the Mountaineers won't go. The tip won't go for Kings Mountain. Rebound Golden Lions. Sweezy off to Black. Black down the lane. Layup no good. Follow no good. Scherer with the rebound for Kings Mountain. Comes on the break. Lays it up good. And Kings Mountain back in the ballgame, down 2. Black front court for Shelby. Left side to DeVoe. DeVoe working out on the left wing. Sets up the offense. DeVoe still working out front. Comes back in the circle. Right side to Black. Long 3-pointer in and out. Rebound Kings Mountain. Mountaineers on the break. McLean the jumper. No good. Rebound loose in the corner, and it's out of bounds. Off the Golden Lions.
McLean, Andy, has 8 rebounds tonight for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers are hold steady with the ball there. Down 2, 4:30 to play, 30 in the third quarter.
Scherer gets inbounds pass in the corner. 3-pointer won't go for Bullock. Rebound Shelby.
Oh, the 4th foul. Tillman was in this quarter for a minute, and they call it over the back. That is his 4th. So Tillman is going to be a non-factor pretty much in this game. Wow. And they're down 2, Andy.
Yeah. Big foul on Tillman. Shelby with the basketball. DeVoe in the lane. His jumper good from 10. 37-33 Golden Lions. 4:04 left third quarter. Kings Mountain gets a press. Long pass underneath. Layup good for Sanders. 37-35 Shelby. Black to DeVoe, back of the circle. Gabe comes into the lane. Dishes it underneath for the slam from Sanders.
Taquan Hines down with 4 points in the ball game. Here comes Tillman. 1-on-3, spins to the middle. No good. Tips it back up and in.
Tillman stayed with it and got the basket. 39-37 Shelby. Black front court for the Golden Lions to DeVoe. DeVoe dishes it underneath. Hines lays it up and in.
Hines doing a good job finding the opening in that zone once DeVoe attacks. They're playing like a 3-2-ish or a 1-3-1. 3-pointer in the corner, no good. DeVoe with a rebound for Shelby.
Gabe DeVoe coming front court. On the dribble, back of the circle, puts up a long 3. Not even close. Rebound Tillman for the Mountaineers.
That's the second 3 he's took that didn't even hit the rim tonight.
Sanders on the drive, lays it in.
Timeout Kings Mountain. Sanders comes up limping.
2:42 left, third quarter. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Shelby 41, Kings Mountain 39. Back in 30 seconds.
The holiday sale is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Apply today, ride today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia can help. Ask about zero money down and rates as low as 2.9%. Pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for some great buys. Don't miss the big holiday sale underway now at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at exit 22 off I-85 in Gastonia.
2:42 to play, third quarter. Shelby 41, Kings Mountain 39. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And Kings Mountain getting some easy baskets in this third quarter, Kevin.
I mean, Shelby. Well, both are actually.
Yeah.
It's been a layup fest the last few minutes as DeVoe's been finding highs on the baseline, and like Andy said, the fast break. They're finally throwing the long ball. I've been talking about it earlier. The back end on that Shelby press is wide open. They started throwing it. Now they've got some layups. Still by Kings Mountain, 2-on-1 break.
Layup, miss, followed by Scherer in. 41 all, Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 2:10 to play, third quarter. Black front court for Shelby. Underneath to Washington. Washington to George. Missed the layup, but he follows it up and in, and he got fouled.
I say, how does he get a rebound down there, Andy? And like I said, we had a power forward that was like that. He took up so much space with his hips and shoulders that he ended up with a bunch of rebounds, and that's what you do. You get to and ones after the pump fakes. Good job there by R.J. George.
George left-handed free throw, good. 44-41 Shelby. 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Shelby with pressure. Kings Mountain still in the basket court. Scherer gets it across the timeline. On the baseline, the shot is good for
Nelson McLean.
Yeah, McLean. 44-43 Golden Lions.
McLean with 9 points on the night.
Three-pointer left side, good from Mondarius Black. And it's 47-43 Golden Lions. Shelby continues to press. Bullock still in the backcourt, gets it front court to Sanders in the corner to McLean. Three-pointer good. Rather, Sanders with the three out of the corner. 47-46 Shelby. DeVoe off the left baseline, puts it up and in.
That was a good jumper by DeVoe. Got his feet set and under him.
49-46 Shelby. Bullock front court. Back of the circle to McLean. Right side to Scherer. Scherer puts up a three. Good, right side. What a ball game, and we're tied.
49-49, 34 seconds to play. Third quarter, Gabe DeVoe working top of the key.
Left side to George. George shot.
Oh, no, that's a horrible call.
And called for the foul is Skidmore.
That is a horrible call. Skidmore with a whole foot on R.J. George, Andy. George pump fake. Skidmore blocked it, and I don't know what he called. I guess he may have thought he got him with the body, but and nonetheless, George goes to the line for two.
And the free throw bounced up and back through.
George now 4 for 5 from the line. This will be his 6th attempt for the Golden Lions, who lead by 1 now. 26 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Xavier Johnson back in for Kings Mountain. One more for George. No good. Rebound. Johnson for Kings Mountain. Scherer with it in the backcourt to Bullock. To Scherer, still backcourt. Bounces it in the front court to McLean. Back to Scherer. 10 seconds. Scherer double team. Dribbles down on the baseline. Falls down with it. And it's out of bounds. A lot of contact. 3.6 seconds to play.
I don't like to question it this way, but what is that referee doing? He's the one that just made the horrible call on Skidmore. And then Scherer, the clock isn't moving. Now it's moving. And then they call a timeout Shelby with a half a second left, and the clock didn't start moving until DeVoe had took 3 or 4 dribbles. So Shelby gets a timeout called with a half a second left.
Yeah, that was strange, Kevin.
And the Kings Mountain folks are hollering about it. They know what happened. The clock did not start. Then they put more time on the clock, Andy.
They put 1.1 up on the clock now.
They added time on the clock, and the clock never started. So not only did Kings Mountain get gypped out of a half a second. They got gypped out of an extra half a second. So they got 1.1 seconds that should not be on the clock. As the clock never started. The clock never started on that inbounds. DeVoe took 3 or 4 dribbles, and then they put more time on the clock.
Shelby basketball at midcourt, 1.1 to play third quarter. Black trying to get it in. Throws it into DeVoe. Fadeaway three-pointer. No good.
They call a foul.
They call a foul at the buzzer. Gabe DeVoe's going to get 3 shots.
Then we'll call it on 30. I'm not 100% sure he actually fouled him. It was very, very close, so I'm not gonna rip the refs on that one at all. It was too close for I couldn't tell. It had a bad angle.
Free throw spins out for DeVoe.
His first free throw he's missed tonight. So far, he's now 4 for 5.
2 more for Gabe DeVoe. He puts it up and in. 51-49 Shelby. 1 more for DeVoe. Up and good. And after 3 quarters, the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard reads Shelby 52, Kings Mountain 49. Back with the fourth quarter in a minute.
Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory is Shelby's home for family food and fun. Jam & Jay's features a pizza buffet with salad bar, plus there's a game room. Adult buffet is just $5.99. This price good all day, every day, no coupon needed. Buffet for ages 4 through 10, just $3.09, and ages 3 and under, free. Call for information on birthday parties at 704-600-6182. So come on in, locally owned and operated, Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory, 1011 Grove Street, behind the Golden Corral in Shelby. New owner, new attitude. That's Forest City Honda, voted the best new car dealer in Rutherford County for the 2nd straight year. And Forest City Honda's Greg Huntley has been named the best car salesperson for the 2nd straight year. Plus, the Honda Dealers of the Carolinas has named the Forest City Honda Service Department the best in the Carolinas by a vote of its customers. Forest City Honda, ready to serve you with the best cars, best service, and the best salespeople. Forest City Honda, Daniel Road, Forest City.
Dribble. Flips it right side to Bullock. Bullock, left side to Scherer. Out front to Sanders. To Bullock, to Sanders. Left side to Scherer. Scherer baseline drive, lays it up and in. No resistance there by Shelby, 52-51. Shelby by 1. Black, front court, puts up a 3. No good. Rebound, Bullock for the Mountaineers. Bullock throws it front court, picked up by McLean. He hooks it up, no good, but he's fouled. Sanders going to the line, not McLean. Sanders has had a good ball game, Kevin.
Sanders tonight, Andy, he has, 13 points and 8 rebounds.
Free throw for Sanders, around and in. And we're tied at 52.
14 points now for Sanders. He stepped up.
Sanders puts it up and in. Kings Mountain in front, 53-52. 7:15 left in the ball game. DeVoe front court for Shelby. Off to Black, open for a 15-footer, a turnaround, good. 54-53 Shelby.
Shelby backs off their press now, Andy. They've backed up into looks like a 3-2 zone. DeVoe and Hines down on the blocks trying to protect their big men from fouling out.
Scherer down the baseline again, lays it up and in.
Scherer in the first half missed 5 shots, Andy. In the second half, he's 6 for 6.
55-54 Mountaineers.
There, you ready to shoot?
Shelby with it front court.
You ready to shoot? Shoot.
Sweezy in the lane to Black. Jumper won't go. Rebound. Hines missed the follow. Gets it back and scores. 56-55, Golden Lions. Share front court for Kings Mountain. Right wing to Bullock. Back of the circle to McLean, to Bullock, to McLean. In the corner to Share. Open for three, won't go. Rebound, Golden Lions. DeVoe clears the board. Long front court pass to Little. Little goes back out front to DeVoe. DeVoe alley-oop, layup good for Hines. Shelby by 3, 58-55.
Hines now with 10 points, all in the second half.
Share front court to Bullock, right wing. Bullock to Sanders, right side to McLean, back out front to Bullock. Left side to Sanders, to Bullock, to Sanders, open for three. It won't go. Rebound, Golden Lions. DeVoe with it. Gabe comes front court. Right side to Black, open for three. It's no good. And Tillman tips the rebound to McLean. McLean will bring it front court, has it knocked away at midcourt. Black will lay it up and score. 60-55 Golden Lions. Share working against DeVoe, gets it front court. Left side to Bullock. Bullock dribbles back of the circle. Tried to get it right side to Share, tipped away and out of bounds by Little of Shelby.
Can't throw chest passes against a quick team like Shelby when they're pressuring. You got to learn to get that ball on the ground, bounce passes across the front of the court.
Then bounded to Share. Double teamed, reach in foul called on Patrick Little of the Golden Lions.
That's his third, I think. Yep. Little's got three. DeVoe's got three.
Kings Mountain front court. Bullock. Left side to Tillman. Tillman spin move on the baseline. Lays it up no good, and he's fouled. And those are the kinds of moves that Tillman has underneath.
Really good. We haven't got to see it tonight at all. And I mean, he hasn't really played much at all. He's got 4 fouls. He's been in foul trouble all night. That is only his 7th actual shot attempt of the night. And he's only got 4 points.
James Tillman, the 6'4 senior, on the line. Puts it up, and it won't go. And these are big free throws down the stretch.
You can't miss your free throws. And you can almost go back in a lot of basketball games and check out how many points the team won. And you'll see 5 free. Let's say 5 right now. You go back and count. I bet there's 5 missed free throws on this sheet for Kings Mountain.
Next free throw won't go. Tillman misses them both. Shelby with a rebound. 4:20 to play. Shelby by 5, 60-55. Black back of the circle. Backs up on the dribble. Goes left side to DeVoe. DeVoe to Black. Left side to DeVoe. Shelby with the floor spread.
Trying to make Kings Mountain come out of this zone that they have. They're out in man now. Shelby's going to try to.
Black to DeVoe, open for 3, left side. No good. Rebound, Kings Mountain. Foul on Shelby. It's on Black. Kings Mountain basketball on the backcourt.
That's Black's only first foul, so no problem there for Shelby. But anyone else on the court makes a foul, you're going to have some foul trouble issues. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Hopefully you won't have any more issues the rest of the night, except maybe from Tillman, who's got 4 fouls.
Jones back in for Shelby. Share brings it front court for the Mountaineers. 3:40 to play. Mountaineers trail by 5. Share off to Sanders. To Share, back to Sanders. Right side to Share. Share on the baseline. Lays it up good. He's fouled.
How'd he get that off? Wow, what a play by Share. And poor Hines, it's his 3rd foul, I think.
Josh Share listed at 5'10", and that looks a little generous.
Hines, that is his 4th foul, so he's going to come out for a minute or two. I'm sure he'll get right back in there soon.
Cher's free throw, good. 3-point play for the Mountaineers. And Kings Mountain within two, 60-58 with 3:24 left on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Black, front court for Shelby. Again, Shelby with the floor spread. Black down the lane, scoops it up, no good. Tillman rebounds for the Mountaineers. He's double teamed, and Kings Mountain will use a timeout. Tillman trapped on the baseline.
Good timeout there.
3:04 to play in the ball game. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Golden Lions 60, Kings Mountain 58. Back in 30 seconds.
Time for a new air conditioner. Want more home comfort from your air conditioner? Train and Forest City Heating and Air can help. Together, Train and Forest City Heating and Air provide the most reliable air conditioning systems in the world, bringing you quality, comfort, and guaranteed satisfaction. Train and Forest City Heating and Air are offering special year-round Train Comfort Specialist financing deals to make your purchase so easy and your family so comfortable. Call Forest City Heating and Air, your local Train Comfort Specialist dealer, serving Cleveland and Rutherford counties for over 30 years for all of your home comfort needs. Call 828-245-1379. And remember, it's hard to stop a train. See your participating independent Train dealer or visit train.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Forest City Heating and Air, your local Train Comfort Specialist dealer. Again, call 828-245-1379.
3:04 to play.
McLean gets it in to Scherer. 3 minutes left. Scherer across the timeline. Right side to Adams. Off to McLean. McLean to Scherer. Scherer hands it to Adams. Right side to Scherer. Scherer on the baseline is fouled. Scherer has had a lot of success on that baseline, Kevin.
And on that play, you actually saw him call for it, Andy. He was on the left side, so obviously Scherer likes that right side over. He called the play over. He switched sides of the court. He got back there. Let's see if he goes baseline here with R.J. George on him.
Scherer back of the circle to McLean. Right side to Scherer. Scherer puts up the long three, and it goes. Kings Mountain in front, 61, 62-27 left. What a ball game for Scherer.
Scherer's wanting to be interviewed by us after this game.
Gabe DeVoe, 15-foot jumper, good. Shelby takes a 1-point lead, 62-61. Scherer, front court for the Mountaineers. Off to Adams. Right side to Scherer. In the corner to McLean, to Scherer, to Adams. Three-pointer back of the circle is good. 64-62 Mountaineers, 1:50 left. Gabe DeVoe has it knocked away. Gets it off to Black, back to DeVoe. DeVoe has it knocked away in the lane, and we got a foul in the backcourt on Shelby.
Raekwon Washington with a foul. That's by my count his third. Let's see if they give it, if that is his third, but that's going to be on Washington, and that puts, I think we're going to the 1-on-1, Andy. We are. That's the 7th foul on the Golden Lions. The next foul on Kings Mountain will also be 1-and-1. So 1-and-1 now for number 11.
That is Sean Adams. Left-handed free throw won't go. Rebound Golden Lions knocked away, and a foul on Kings Mountain.
Was that on Tillman?
He was in the area.
No, number 11.
That's Adams. So Gabe DeVoe can tie it up. 1-and-1 with 1:38 to play. DeVoe's free throw is in. 64-63 Mountaineers. One more for DeVoe. Up and in. Tied up at 64. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, 1:36 to play. Scher, front court for the Mountaineers. Left side to McLean. To Adams, back of the circle. Right side to Scher. Scher on the baseline to McLean, back to Scher, to Adams. Underneath to Tillman, has it knocked away and out of bounds. It's Kings Mountain basketball with 1:14 left.
Tillman was triple teamed down on the baseline when he got that ball.
Adams on the right baseline goes out front to McLean. Off to Scher. To Adams, to Scher, right side in the corner to Tillman. Tillman down the baseline. His shot goes.
Nice strong move on the baseline for Tillman. Gives the Mountaineers the lead. Here comes Gabe DeVoe. Almost stepped out of bounds.
66-64 DeVoe. Baseline leaner goes 66 all. And a timeout on the floor. 49.1 seconds left in the ball game. All tied at 66. Shelby and Kings Mountain back in 30 seconds.
Carolina Energies is your heating and air service experts. They service all brands and feature complete installations. 24-hour service is available with on-call technicians. And this spring and summer, keep your family comfortable with a peace of mind service plan from Carolina Energies. It will keep you cool and save you money on costly repairs. For more information, call 704-482-9561. Carolina Energies, 515 North DeKalb Street in Shelby.
Left, 66 all on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Kings Mountain with the basketball. Scherer across the timeline.
Wonder if Kings Mountain's going to try it. Looks like they're going to try to play for one, Andy. 35 seconds and counting.
And that's what you do on the road, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You go into overtime. Don't give the home team a chance. We might not be able to see here in a moment. Scherer
out on the right wing. Bounces it off to Adams.
Hey, get out of the way. Hey, get out of the way.
Scherer has his shot blocked. Shelby with the basketball. DeVoe in the backcourt with 11 seconds. Puts up a long three.
Shelby calls a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 9.3 left to play. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard 66 all. Back in 30 seconds.
Blanton Cars is slashing down payments. We offer down payments as low as $500. We are the most experienced buy here, pay here dealer in Cleveland County. We have cars as new as 2010 models that we will finance in-house. We don't look at your past credit. Your job is your credit here. We have payment plans to fit your budget. Stop by today and let us put you in the car you deserve. Blanton Cars has 2 locations to serve you in Shelby. East Dixon Boulevard, across from Super 8 Motel, and West Dixon Boulevard, next to Meineke Mufflers.
9.3 to play. 66 all. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Shelby basketball at midcourt. Shelby still in the huddle, Kevin.
Well, they're over telling secrets ordering pizza, but I mean, if you're going to draw up a play with 9 seconds, I mean, give it to DeVoe and say do something. We'll see if they actually drew up a play with 9 seconds, or are they just going to try to get the ball to DeVoe, and hopefully he can do a one-on-one type of play. Kings Mountain's going to deny him the ball, double teaming with Tillman. And Darius Black's got the ball, and they're doing their best. Black's going to have to get it. Step back three.
No good. And we're going to overtime.
What a ball game, folks.
Overtime at Lloyd Little Gym. After 4 quarters, Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Shelby 66, Kings Mountain 66. Back with overtime in a minute.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson at Family Dental Care in Shelby. No matter the age, kids, teenagers, and adults, Dr. Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson will take care of your dental needs. They have over 50 years' experience serving the people of Cleveland County. Call 704-482-3281 for family dental care at 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. That's Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson. Kids love them, and you will too.
Baseball players rely on lots of coaches. First base, third base, pitching, and catching. But when it comes to insurance, you only need one coach, an Allstate agent. They'll help you with your insurance game plan. Plus, Allstate agents can bundle your coverage for your car, apartment, boat, motorcycle, and more. So you've got all your bases covered. Are you in good hands?
Your local Allstate agency is the Chris McDaniel Allstate Insurance Agency, 404 Cherryville Road, across from the YMCA in Shelby. Call 704-484-3463.
Got overtime in Shelby, 66-all. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, and they tip it up, and DeVoe with the tip as we begin overtime. DeVoe out front on the dribble, and we got a reach-in foul called on Adams.
DeVoe tonight, Andy, we were talking about it kind of in the break. He's not had a good shooting night, and he's been wanting a lot of calls from the referees. How to describe that?
DeVoe with the free throw. It's off the front of the rim. No good. DeVoe gets it back.
Yeah, I was about to say travel. He took 4 steps. So Kings Mountain's got the ball. I can't believe they got one like that right, Andy, what we've seen tonight.
Yeah, DeVoe got the rebound and walked with it, so it's Kings Mountain basketball. 3:49 left in overtime. 66-all. Adams shaking up a little bit. It's going to stay in the ball game. Scherer slowly comes front court for Kings Mountain. Right side to Adams. Off to Sanders. On the baseline, Tillman gets it to Adams. In the lane, ball stolen away by Shelby. And it's restolen by Adams, and he's fouled by Sweezy. What a hustle play by Sean Adams.
Folks, don't blink, because anything can happen. 1-and-1, too. That's how big these fouls are now, Andy. A steal and a reach 90 feet away from the basket equals free throws on the other end of the court. Both teams now with 8 fouls, so 1-and-1 on the next ones for both teams, and then we're going to start shooting 2.
Sean Adams, 1-and-1. Free throw is around and good. 67-66 Mountaineers.
Adams now with 6 points on the night off the bench. A 3 and 3 free throws. This will be his 4th, and it is.
68-66 Mountaineers. 3:23 to play in overtime. DeVoe to Black. Right side to Little. Back out front to Black. Black comes into the lane. A floater from 15 won't go. Black gets it back and puts it up and in. 68-all. 3:05 left. Overtime. Scherer front court.
Kings Mountain on defense doing a lot of that. They're denying and pressuring DeVoe off the ball, and he's going to get an off the ball foul here in a minute if he's not careful.
Scherer comes in the lane, hooks it up, no good. Tillman with the rebound, puts it up, no good. Gets it back. Ball on the floor. Tillman picks it up, and he's fouled. Boy, Tillman would not be denied, Kevin.
He wants that they can feel it down here as Hines and DeVoe got a block in down there, but it didn't matter. As Tillman fighting through, he's got 4 fouls. And that's the 9th foul on the golden line, so the next foul off the ball will be 2 shots. Well, no matter what the next foul is, it's 2 shots for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers tie ball game, 2:40 to play.
Tillman's free throw up and in. 69-68 Mountaineers.
Now remember, he missed 2 in the third and the fourth quarter, Andy. And then we went to overtime, so he'd have won the game.
Next free throw won't go. DeVoe rebounds for Shelby. 2:35 left in overtime. DeVoe, three-pointer back of the circle. No good. Rebound, Kings Mountain. And then thrown away by the Mountaineers. Black with it to DeVoe. DeVoe down the lane. Layup won't go. And we got a foul on the Mountaineers. A block called on McLean.
If there was a circle under the basket, folks, he would have been inside the circle like the NBA, and I think college does it now. So that's why you didn't get the charge on that play. He was so far under the goal that it wasn't going to be on DeVoe. DeVoe did take a big chance there, driving to the basket like he did.
2 shots for DeVoe with 2:19 left in overtime. DeVoe puts it up and in. 69 all. DeVoe can give Shelby the lead.
DeVoe right now 25 points.
Free throw is good. Shelby 70, Kings Mountain 69. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, 2:15 left in overtime. Scherer front court. Off to Adams, back of the circle to McLean to Adams. Scherer with it to Adams. Adams baseline jumper won't go. DeVoe rebounds for Shelby. DeVoe gets it to Little. Jones jumper off the baseline, good. Shelby by 3, 72-69. 1:42 left in overtime. Adams front court to Scherer. Scherer gets it off to McLean. McLean to Adams, right side to Scherer. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound loose. Picked up by Shelby. Lions on the break. Layup is no good, and the foul's on Kings Mountain.
We got injury down here. Tillman's down on the ground, and so is Gabe DeVoe, both down.
A lot of contact underneath. 1:18 to play. Tillman is up and appears to be okay.
Tillman and DeVoe went up for the rebound at the same time. DeVoe tipped it out to Wandarius Black, who come down the other side of the court, but Tillman looks.
1:18 left in overtime. Free throws for Shelby. R.J. George on the line.
Golden Lions up 3. Minute 18 to play. R.J. George at the line.
Free throw up and in. 73-69. Shelby now up 2 possessions. One more for George. It is good. 74-69. Kings Mountain down by 5. Scherer in the corner to McLean. Is three-pointer no good. Shelby rebounds. And a foul in the backcourt. And it looks like the Mountaineers have run out of gas in overtime.
Down 5. They're gonna have to out 3-point Shelby's free throw shooting here in the last minute 3. But you can go back into the regular session, Andy. Shelby, well, not counting Kings Mountain missed free throws, they hit any one of their free throws in regulation, they win. Then Shelby at the end of the third quarter halftime with DeVoe at the end of the quarter misses the free throw for DeVoe. But DeVoe got the ball with 3 seconds left, took about 4 or 5 dribbles, and the ball was stripped. Shelby called a timeout, and they put 1.1 seconds back on the clock, and that time never ran to begin with.
DeVoe's next free throw, no good. Kings